Hello everyone, this is the Eye of the Swarm, and as promised for this second episode, we're gonna make the Nature's Compass. Now, I think it is four sapling trees and a piece of wood for each of these. Oh good, I thought I messed it up. Okay, now, let's see if this thing works. Oh yeah, and I collected a few more materials off screen. Okay, now to find the planes, or just look it up. Okay. No teleporting. This is gonna be a lot more difficult than I thought it was. Yeah, but before we go, let me collect my stuff here. And we'll be on our way. Though, while we will be going to the plains, as tempting as mining all the stuff here, without a significant base for me to store it, I have to leave this stuff here. Maybe I'll come back to this little chasm. I mean, I do have a map for it. But, anyway, which way is the right way? Oh, this way will lead us to the nearest plains biome. But before we do that, there's something else I have to do. I managed to find an abandoned enclosure around this forested area. So before we even attempt to go to the plains and build my first house, it is time to go to that area. And while it will be tempting to just have a 20-minute video walking all the way there, I know that's just going to be boring and a waste of time. So we're just going to skip all the way to that area. And hopefully not get attacked by any mobs on the way there. So yeah, I'll see you there when I walk past this entire swamp, and hopefully don't get killed by mobs, especially since I removed my bed. Anyway, skipping now. Okay, we finally managed to make it, and the rain has just shown up, so things are a bit more atmospheric. Oh yeah, and I also had a mod that allows you to have fossilized bread. Very fitting for what we're gonna do later on, and you'll give me food for when I do mining. I also have these fish, which are very dangerous, but I managed to kill a few before they can rip me apart. They also ate a boar, which was another dangerous creature. So the farm area I've got planned, which I'll explain further when we get to the plains. However, this abandoned enclosure was a lucky find when I was scouting to make a bed during my AFK thing, but I haven't explored it until now. Now, get the cobblestone, make a safe way in, destroy this cobweb. And we're in. Ooh, some extra iron. Bread. This is gonna take a bit. There's a lot of useful stuff in here. But my inventory is quite full. I might have to change it up a bit. Ooh, a diamond. And with a single diamond, I can make a diamond shovel. Hang on. Don't need these extra torches. And good thing there's a crafting table right here so I can use it. Nah, not gonna use that. Okay, got the ladder. Expected more to be up here. Wonder if there's anything in the enclosure itself. Just need to break the glass. There are some unique plants. And looks like the entrance itself is hard to get through. Did not notice this chest either. And looks like there's a bunch of stuff. Ooh, gold. Should probably move this tree. Which is going to take me a while to cut through, even with this enchanted axe. Wait, what was it enchant? It should be cutting through this thing much easier. These ginkgo saplings will make interesting bits for the exhibit. And there's a lot of stuff here. Ooh! Some fossils and toys. Okay, I need to rearrange my inventory. Luckily, this backpack allows me to carry all the stuff, which I will put in an appropriate location. Now what? And with this special tool, I can turn these fossil blocks into something actually more useful. Now that I got those sorted, I can change my leather boots into iron boots, which will be much more useful. I don't really need these ladders, and I can make more if I need to. Some more food. I got everything from this chest. However, I am going to take the chest itself. Got it. This double chest has a full set of armor and stuff. And actually, I should put some torches. I will come back to this area later on. But nothing else, maybe some design details and some plants. There's some good prehistoric plants. Now to put on the rest of this iron armor. Well, that's easy. Okay, now that I'm fully decked out in iron armor, let's see what else is useful here. These oak saplings will give me plenty of good wood. And screw it, I'm gonna cook these fish. And this Diplodocus figure is also another good find. What else? What else? Iron. What else? What else? Well, let's put the furnace down. And use these ginkgo logs as something to cook my food. These crystals could be useful for some elemental weapons. Do not need the paper, that's why I put it there. Some apples. Fossil twigs. This might be useful, but I don't know what it can be precisely used for. And I'm just going to put the iron shovel here, it's kind of useless. Horse armor, maybe I can recraft it, but I don't think it's that useful. The obsidian would be definitely useful. One group of torches is all I really need. Okay, what else can I live without? Stupid. Well, a Brachiosaurus skull. That could be useful. But anyway, now I got the obsidian. Yeah, I don't need this flint. Twig fossil. Okay, got the twig thing. And I'm gonna leave everything else in there. I don't see any other use for this. Okay, anything else? Doesn't seem like much. Aha, got those things. And now let's go upstairs to get the rest of the looted stuff. Okay. Now for the... Ooh, there's some really good stuff here. The question is what's to put away? Dimension. I think this is an ancient amphibian. Okay, anything left? I think I need to make another backpack. Hang on. I don't think I have enough wool. Okay. Removing some useless stuff. Okay, I think I got a decent amount, got everything I need. Now let's get out of. Now let's see if we can get out of this thing. And oh yeah, now that we have completed this, and it looks like we have a perfect opportunity to test out my diamond shovel. Yep, that is very useful. Sheep? Well, I do have shears. Maybe I can make an extra backpack. Okay, just gonna go back and use that crafting table. Give me a... Okay, I managed to get a second backpack and managed to get everything from that area. And now it is time for us to go to the plains once and for all. However, it's gonna take a while to physically get there. So I have to do another cutaway, and by the time I get there, it'll probably be the end. So let's see if this plains will be good enough, and we'll see what happens then. Okay. And we're gonna do it as soon as I jump from this tree. Yeah! Okay, I managed to finally find a plains biome, and as I explore it as the sun goes down, I should explain now what my series will do. First, as the screen showed, I'll build a farmhouse, which will not only have a basic house, but also a barn where I keep the animals for the carnivorous prehistoric creatures to eat, as well as the visitor center, which will have a toy shop, a food court with various foods, the kitchen, you cannot forget the kitchen, and of course the big area with the T-Rex, and I think it was an Allosaurus that it was with, or some kind of large sauropod, and of course the genetics lab. Along with that, the first real enclosure, the Compsognathus. And probably around that time, I'll build the first dinosaurs and decorate enclosures and stuff. So yeah, next episode we're gonna deal with making the farmhouse. Of course, I first probably want to survive tonight before I do anything like that. Possibly find a good place to rest for the night. So yeah, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hopefully these undead don't rip me apart. Oh yeah. And I've managed to find a few other locations on my journey, including another abandoned enclosure. Well, I got some extra food. Maybe we can have a look for other abandoned things. But for now, I'm just trying to stay alive. And hopefully things won't be so glitchy. Well, anyway, bye. Maybe I'll. Okay. Okay, now bye.